G'day everyone, my name's Guy and I'm one of the directors here at Bookeasy. It's great to see that you've made some progress in setting up your property and rooms, and the next video is going to be talking about how to set up your rates and availability. So best of luck, it's a very important area, so we hope you get some value out of it.
Terrific. Well, let's get started with today's video tutorial. So I'll be looking at two areas today, editing rates, and then I'll move on to a similar stream to do with stop sells, editing and applying these. Now please note, if you are using a channel manager which connects to Bookeasy or a PMS which connects via Res Online, all of your rate, stop sell and availability changes will be managed via your channel manager program. This video tutorial is relevant to self-managed accommodation providers only. So let's get started. So we will be logging into our console via the link on your Booking Centre's website or by going directly to the Bookeasy website. If you do not know your username and password, please contact your local Booking Centre mothership. So I am logged into my console and I have already set up my rooms and rates as per previous video tutorials. So the first room I'm going to refer to today are our studio apartments. So we're going to select on rooms and rates, and we have our two rooms already set up. And where it says studio apartment, we'll just go over to where it says edit daily rates. And we can see that we do have the two rate lines that were set up in a previous video tutorial. We have the one night rate, which has been set to a default of $150, and the two night rate, which has been set to $140. We can also use this screen to edit our rates and our stop sells. So the first scenario we are going to look at for this room type is we are going to change the weekend rate to $165 for the remainder of 2018. Whenever you wish to amend a rate, just go to the appropriate rate line and click on any of the numbers. It will bring up a pop-up screen, and from that screen you do have two calendars to which you can select the from and to date. So with the from date, I'm going to backdate it to the 1st of January. It will not affect any bookings that have already gone through the system, and I can either use the drop-down calendar or I can physically type in the end of the year. Now the new rate is going to be $165 for the nightly rate on a weekend, and as it's only on a weekend, we're going to select the buttons Friday and Saturday only. Once I've put in my parameters, I can select Save Rates, and you'll notice now, once the computer has saved it, that the rate has stayed as $140 for the one night rate. However, on the weekend, the one night rate is $165. Whenever a rate has been adjusted from the default, it will be shown in a grayed out box in the rate line. With this weekend rate, you could choose to change the two night rate, which I will do. So we'll select any of the icons on the rate line. We'll choose again from the 1st of January through to the 31st of December, and the rate is going to stay at $165 on the weekend, and I will save that rate. So what we've effectively done with this scenario is we have changed the weekend rate to $165 per night, irrelevant of whether you are going to be staying one night or two nights. The second and third scenarios I am going to combine together. We're going to look at changing the rate for your room over the Christmas period, plus we are going to enforce a minimum 2 night stay. Now we do not physically have to move over to December, but I will choose December from the drop-down menu just for ease. So to adjust the rate, we need to go to the rate line and select on any of the numerics there. Because I am going to be doing a 2 night rate only, I will select the 2 night rate first. So we need to put in our date parameters. So we are going to go from the 23rd of December, and I'll use the calendar for the to date just as an example, until the 5th of January 2019, and the rate is going to be $200 for every day of the week. So my date range, my new rate, every day of the week, and then select Save Rates. You will notice with the 2-night rate that from the 23rd of December onwards, the rate is $200. To enforce a minimum 2-night stay, we are going to bring in a stop sell. When adjusting a stop sell, it is a similar idea, but instead of clicking on the rate line, you are going to be selecting on the stop sell availability line, currently with all the green ticks. So as I wish to remove the 1-night rate for a time period only, I will go across to one of the green ticks and select, and again, it will bring up a pop-up screen, and I can say from the 23rd of December through to the 5th of January, on every date of the week, I wish to disable the 1-night rate, hence I'll click the button that says Disable Dates. You will notice now on the 1-night rate line that from the 23rd of December onwards, you have red crosses in that rate line, which effectively means that that 1-night rate is no longer available. However, you have not adjusted availability of your property in general. This is called a stop sell. Hence, for the period of 23rd of December onwards, the client must book for a minimum of 2 nights, and the rate will be $200 per night. My third scenario is where I wish to add a 5-night rate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to the other room, to the 1-bedroom apartment, to which I have already enforced a 2-night minimum at $200 per night. To add in a 5-night minimum, I'll just go up to where it says Add Rate, and I will put in a 5-night minimum, to which the price will be $170 per night. So you do have the ability to add rate lines at any stage. Please note with this rate line that you have added in, all of the rates are white. They have not been greyed out, hence the default rate has been applied in this case. To use a final stop sells scenario, the 5-night rate you have just set up is not available on a Friday night. As you are adjusting the availability of a rate, that refers to a stop sell, so we will click on a tick and it will bring up a pop-up screen, and we can say from the beginning of the year right through to the end of the year, this rate is not available on a Friday night. So I'll have Friday ticked, and I will click the button that says Disable Dates. You'll notice now in the 5-rate line that that $170 rate is not available for any stays, including a Friday. So you now have the ability to edit your rates and to apply stop sells. The next video tutorial will cover availability. Thank you.